In this meditation, we are going to explore the unbelievable and often overlooked fact that you are a pure biological vessel of memory, which stretches all the way back to the inception of life itself. And we are also going to explore how the pure consciousness that you essentially are constantly is unfolding a near infinite many possibilities in every present moment. So we're essentially focusing on the what, the impersonal what that you are, as opposed to the personal who that you assume yourself to wholly be. Because this meditation is designed to help you open up to the vastness of what you are, and the infinite depths of what you are, and connecting this, of course, to your identity. So we're going to hopefully explore ourselves in a very meaningfully and deep way in this meditation. So let's begin. So close your eyes and make sure you've got a nice straight back. And we'll begin by breathing in relation to the exercise we've been using in our past meditations, as this helps us focus all of our attention on what the present moment is presenting. And this breathing technique also helps us just completely relax and feel a sense of being grounded, which then allows us to be in an open state towards the flow of now. So on our inhale, we go through our nose, fill our body with the life-giving air, and slowly let it out, and then just completely exhale and hold that grounded state of emptiness for a couple of seconds. Hold the inhale. Notice the contrasting feel. And then let go. This breathing technique is a interplay between control and non-control. As we display control, as we hold the breath on the inhale, and still with control we start letting the breath out, but then we just let go of all control. In meditation, one of the central lessons we learn and integrate within our consciousness is that there is a sense of freedom in non-control. When you simply let everything go, and cease needing to control all aspects of your experience, that is when you can simply notice that on very, very deep levels of your own beingness, there are levels of control already going on which allow you to consciously rest in that, knowing that all is well, regardless of how much control you have over the present moment. And indeed, when we simply let go of all control and open our attention to the present, that is when we can understand that the only way we can truly access our natural free state, the only way we can access that state is through letting go. And we explore that with this breathing technique. And we explore that through meditation itself. When you let go and you put the confidence that is required in order to let go, and you put that confidence in the beingness that you are constantly an expression of. That is when you give yourself the freedom to genuinely explore. At the moment, hopefully you are completely attentive to these words. There may be thoughts and other concerns that rise up into your conscious mind and are battling for your attention. But the idea is to simply let go of any urge to give attention to any mind activity at the moment. Simply sit and be open with your attention and just listen to these words. Because you are an amazing, perfect, unique expression of life memory. That is essentially what you are. And this memory that you have millions, billions of years stored within you is always constantly active, is constantly playing various roles within you. All these different roles that these memories inside you play interact in such a wholesome and cohesive way that you are constantly depending on and relying on for your simple ability to be alive and function as a living organism. These memories are what makes your heart beat. These memories, these biological, insanely ancient, impersonal memories that you are of are what connects you to the larger structure of life that you are a representation of. Nearly 4 billion years of accumulated memory has given rise to that which you are. That whole history of life that is enfolded within you, mapped in a perfectly organized way within you. That is how incredible you naturally are. Because all these memories, this history of life that is within you, that is constantly alive and active, allowing you to simply be, allowing you to be a perceiver, creating a perception. All these memories make it very clear how infinitely important you are to the structure of life itself. Life itself has created you in order to be a brand new, unique expression of life history. You are the carrier of the flame. You are the next step, the next evolutionary step that life continues to take. And life has created you as this perfect conglomerate of differentiated memory. That as a whole knows only to value itself. All these memories within you have been laid down with the value of self. Because life as one wholly structured entity is the ultimate self. and all the unconscious knowledge and wisdom that these memories are made up of within you. It is those memories which make it clear, and the presence of those memories that make it clear that your importance to unfold your unique, individualized potentiality in this life is extremely, infinitely important to the whole structure of life and reality. So simply sit and notice how this incredible experience and perception of life that you are presently generating is a result of the memories within you that stretch back, all the way back to that point at which life began to animate itself. And that line of possibility that has been unfolding itself for such a vast period of time has been able to continue generating itself through countless, many different embodied experiences, through so many different embodied organisms. And this line of possibility, which is essentially a line of memory and experience, loves itself so much that it will never let any experience go. All experiences are remembered and enfolded within the perceiver in a purposeful, meaningful, organized way. In a way which allows the individual to access immediately memories that are relevant to the new configuration of possibilities that the present presents. You are built of these memories. And this means you have potential beyond that which you could imagine. Because with every memory that is stored within you, there is a spark of potentiality, of a new possibility that has been layered as memory within you. And that is all accessible because it is you. So we need to start viewing that which we are in a more accurate and real way. If we truly want to embody the true value in which your nature has already for yourself. This memory that is constantly being created by you effortlessly, by you as a pure perceiver, creating a perfect perception. These memories are insanely complex. And that is because your consciousness, although is extremely simple in its expression, although when we pay attention to our own consciousness, we notice it is of pure silence, pure stillness, pure observation, and in a perfect state of contentment. When we can notice the simplicity of consciousness in this way, it can be rather mind-blowing to also consider how this open state of awareness not only creates the perception of the present moment, but it meaningfully stores and files that information, that almost near infinite complex information which the present moment is constantly unfolding. So not only does consciousness create perception, but it constantly is storing this infinite complexity constantly within you. The fact that your consciousness controls your attention based on the innate biological values of life, that just knowing and understanding that that is what's going on all the time allows us to see the inherent, comprehensive structure and functionality that you as a pure being of life represent. And this insane complexity and functionality that you are as a mind of pure consciousness, a storer of memory, a creator of perception, an unfolder of reality. When you consider yourself in such a way, in such a real and raw way, because that is essentially what you are and what is always going on. You are a pure perceiver, creating an insanely complex experience of differentiated, perfect possibility. When you just sit and pay attention to the outer unfolding experience, just like you are right now. That is when you are appreciating and expressing gratitude towards the natural importance that you are. Because this power of consciousness that you possess, this reality creating awesomeness that you are constantly involved in, is a perfect reflection of how relevant and how boundless your value and worth truly is. And you are able to sit and bask in the infinite complexity that you are constantly creating. And you can let your ego, your belief that you are simply a limited person, separate from all others, you can let that belief simply rest. In fact, let go of that belief. And give yourself the opportunity to rest, sit back and open your attention up to this amazingly complex, layered perception which is generated fundamentally of the amazingly, beautifully organized and beautifully cooperative information and memory that you are a 4 billion year accumulation of. Just sit back and see what 4 billion years of memory can perceptively create. Because your perception that is hinged on your identity as a pure perceiver, a purely conscious perceiver. This perception you create is of such mystery, such complexity, and of such wonder that the only way in which you can begin to notice the natural characteristics of your perception is to be still and silent and act as your true self, that is pure consciousness. Simply be purely conscious and notice how in every present moment you are witnessing a new, unique configuration of possibility, which is a reflection of the infinite possibility that you are a body of. And you can begin to notice how deep and layered your perception truly is. But you need to be silent mentally in order to notice the innate perfection of your perception. If you simply be still and hold your attention towards this amazing perception, mental silence will become present. And you will notice how the new, fresh, present moment that you are currently witnessing is extremely fleeting in its expression. You notice that all possibilities around you are actually in a state of flux and change. And although there is a fundamental underlying structure to all possibility, within that structure there is infinite freedom, as all possibilities recreate themselves anew in the present moment. And to simply be silent and notice the constant refreshment of the present moment, the new expression of unique configuration, which is totally, completely hinged on all previous possibilities that have given rise to this fresh, new, present expression. And you can start to notice and contemplate this amazing fact of the present moment, that you are fundamentally a central player in creating. That is when you will be filled with a sense of contentment, with a sense of meaning and gratitude, and ultimately freedom. Because in reality you are truly free. Your nature is of freedom. In every present moment you have the freedom to direct your attention to any aspect of your experience that you choose. And if you truly want to explore the depths of that which you are, then choose to pay attention to the outer unfolding perception of the world that is inseparable to that point within you, that point of pure consciousness, which is creating this whole reality. That is where we can see there is no separation between the inner and the outer. The inner and the outer is dependent on each other, fully in love with each other. You, as pure consciousness, has never not loved the present experience that it is generating. And all forms of life share this same love for the present moment, because the point of pure consciousness, the one individual behind all individuals, is of course that source of love in all expressions of life. So give yourself the time and opportunity to explore this reality, this fact of that which you are, that 4 billion year old line of possibility that is housed within you, that you are a fractal expression of, which gives you the potentiality to live a life that far exceeds any current expectation of yourself. And the way you can be a force for life. And that is when you can fall in alignment with your natural state and receive guidance, silent guidance that puts you on a path of potentiality where you merge with the whole experience of life. And that is all love / gratitude driven. And that is what we aim to bring into being. And this is what our meditation is fundamentally driven by, to wake us up, to see that our worth is clearly, self-evidently unlimited. The insane body of memory that you are, the amazing depth and complexity that your imagination cannot even come close to considering, is a testament to your importance, to your value, to the reason you exist. Because your infinite importance is your center. Nothing else matters about you in relation to this central, infinite worth that you fundamentally are. Everything else can only make sense once you have understood this fundamental truth. Start to open your eyes. And when we open our eyes and we simply reflect on the exploration we just embarked on, we can notice that freshness, that uniqueness of the constant unfolding present moment, we can see the infinite possibility that all things are constantly being forged from. And it's all being forged from the past. The present moment is simply a new configuration of the past. The whole past is enfolded in that which you currently experience. Because in reality, the whole was never forgotten. Just like you will never, ever be forgotten because you are infinitely important.